Hello, good day viewers. Welcome back once again. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment and share. In today's video, we'll be going crazy, right? Because we have a very nice complicated equation here. And I call this equation a golden equation. Why did I call it? I think at the end of this video, we will find out, right? So here we have x minus 1 over x to the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 minus 1 over x to the power of 1 over 2. This is equal to x. Here we're going to solve for the real value of x, right? Since we are given that x belongs to the set of real values, right? Okay, now this equation, we are going to write it as, this is going to be the square root of x minus 1 over x, right? Plus the square root of 1 minus 1 over x, and this is equal to x, right? So we're going to make substitutions here. These substitutions are going to be very nice. Here we're going to let the square root of x minus 1 over x equals a. And if you square both sides from here, this implies that x minus 1 over x is equal to a squared, right? And again, we're going to let square root of 1 minus 1 over x equals b. So this implies that 1 minus 1 over x is equal to b squared, right? Okay. Now, what if we try subtracting a squared and b squared? What is that going to give us? Well, if you subtract b squared from a squared, we are going to have x minus 1 over x minus this. I think that is going to give us something really cool. So let's see. A squared minus b squared, this is equal to x minus 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 over x, right? So here we get a squared minus b squared. This is equal to, this negative sign is going to open up this bracket. I'm very sure 1 over x will get cancelled out. And here we're left with x minus 1. Cool. So far we have the following nice equations. Here we have a plus b is equal to x. And again, we have a squared minus b squared. This is equal to x minus y. Have you forgotten that the left-hand side of this equation from here is the difference of two squares? So let's go ahead and make use of that. So this will turn out to be a plus b multiplied by a minus b. This is equal to x minus y. So from here, this is actually equal to x. And here we multiply by a minus b. This is equal to x minus y. So divide both sides by x. We get a minus b. This is equal to x minus 1 over x. And from equation 1, we also have a plus b. This is equal to x. Is that not cool? From here, we're going to solve these two linear equations of of a and b simultaneously, right? We're going to make use of the elimination method, right? Okay. So from here, we're going to add both equations to eliminate b. So just notice that even if we just find the value of a, we can just go ahead and plug it in here and solve for x immediately, because solving for this first equation here, when we have the value of a in terms of x, will give us the real solution to the problem. Or we can actually solve for b and put in the value of b at the right hand side and solve for x in the equation. That will also give us the same real value for x, right? So let's go ahead and add both equations. So here a plus b, that is 2a, b, negative b plus b, that is 0. So this is equal to x minus 1 over x plus x over 1. So let's go ahead and simplify this properly. So here we have 2a, this is equal to, the common denominator is x, and here we have x minus y, right? Okay, so that is plus x squared, right? So from here we get a is equal to x squared. Let's write that the numerator here plus x minus y, then all over, you are dividing by 2, so we're going to have over 2x, right? Okay. Now from here we have a is equal to x squared plus x minus y minus 1 over 2x. What if we try finding the value of b? Because we can go ahead and solve for x from this equation. We have the square root of x minus 1 over x. This is equal to a. And from here we are going to substitute the value of a in terms of x. We have square root of x squared plus x minus 1 over 2x. Sorry, that's from the left hand side, or I'm just confused. So that is square root of x minus 1 over x is equal to, the value of a in terms of x squared plus x minus 1 over 2x, right? Okay, now I think we can go ahead and solve these equations for x, right? Let us solve for x in this equation. Notice that we can still solve for b in terms of x and plug it in the equation, in the second equation, that is square root of 1 minus 1 over x equals b. We can as well find the value of x from there. So here we have the square root of x minus 1 over x. So this is equal to, now let's split this denominator. So let us write out 1 over 2, then into bracket x squared divided by x, that is x, plus x divided by x, which is 1, minus 1 divided by x, we have 1 over x, right? So from here we get square root of x minus 1 over x. This is equal to 1 over 2. Now let's write x minus 1 over x plus 1. Cool. So from here we can make a substitution. We can let x minus 1 over x equals k. Let me call k, right? You can use any other variable, right? Okay. So from here we have square root of k is equal to 1 over 2 k plus 1, right? So from here we cross multiply, we get 2 times the square root of k. This is equal to k plus 1. So let's go ahead and square both sides to get rid of this root sign. So here we have 4k, right, is equal to here k squared plus that is 2k plus 1, right? Hope I'm not making a mistake. So from here let's subtract 4k from both sides. We get k squared plus 2k plus 1 minus 4k. This is equal to 0. So from here we get k squared 2k minus 4k, that is negative 2k plus 1. This is equal to 0. So notice that from the left hand side this is equal to, this is a perfect square, right? That is the expansion of k minus 1 to the second power, right? And from here we get k minus 1 is equal to 0. And from here we get k is equal to 1, right? Okay, now remember that x minus 1 over x is equal to k. So we're going to solve for x, right? So we recall that x minus 1 over x is equal to k, and here k is equal to 1. So we get x minus 1 over x is equal to 1. So let's multiply both sides by x, and here by x, so we get x squared minus 1. This is equal to x. So from here we will write as x squared, that is minus x, right? Minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we're going to use the general quadratic formula, or the Brahma-Gupta's general quadratic formula, right? That is when we have the general form of any quadratic equation. So the solution is given as negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? So notice that in this equation, a is equal to the coefficient of x squared, which is 1, b is equal to the coefficient of x, which is negative 1, and c, the constant, is also negative 1. So from here we get x is equal to negative b, which is 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared is 1, minus 4ac, which should give us plus 4, and that is 5. Then here we have all over 2, right? Okay, so from here, this is equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2, or here 1 minus root 5 over 2. But this value here is negative, right? And when I check the value, this value does not satisfy the equation. And here this is the value that satisfies the equation. Okay, now I told you guys earlier that this is a Gaussian equation and this is the reason. Did you notice that this is equal to the Gaussian ratio, right? And here we are done and we get the value of x, which is equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2, which is equal to the Gaussian ratio, right? And this is the right answer. Thank you for watching. Please do wait to subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment and share. Bye bye.